Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News from TayNinhTV Radio Television Station. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, on December 2nd, 2020, the People's Committee of Ninh Province had a regular meeting to collect suggestions on some important issues. Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of the Provincial People Committee, together with Vice Chairman of the Provincial People Committee, co-chaired the meeting.
The Provincial People's Committee collected ideas on a number of contents, such as plan of organizing Lunar New Year activities and budget plan for Tân Sửu Lunar New Year in 2021. Registration contents expected to submit to the Provincial People's Committee, the Standing Committee of the Provincial Party Committee in 2021, and the Executive Committee of the Provincial Party Committee for the term 2020 and 2025. Report on evaluation of the financial budget implementation in the period 2016 and 2020, and the financial budget plan for the period of 2021 and 2025, and the prevention and control of COVID-19 in the province. The meeting also collected ideas participants on the results of the implementation of the 2020 work program and a draft of 2021 work program, the implementation of finance budget period 2016 and 2020, and the financial budget plan of the province for 5 years 2021 and 2025. Over the last 5 years, the Ninh province economy has developed rapidly, comprehensively, and achieved many outstanding achievements. The average economic growth rate in the period 2016 and 2020 is estimated at 7.2%. In the face of the COVID-19 epidemic continue to be complicated, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc directed that the prevention and control of COVID-19 epidemic should be carried out with a high sense of vigilance while ensuring the implementation of dual tasks, strictly taking the epidemic prevention measures. All levels and branches continue to promote propaganda among the people, raise awareness of vigilance, focus on implementing measures to prevent epidemics, make medical declarations, detect and denounce cases of illegal entry, invasion of isolation.
The People Committee of the Ninh Province has reported on the implementation of civil servant payrolls, the number of people working in public service delivery units in 2020, and proposed the staffing assessment in 2021 to the Provincial People Council. This will also be one of the important issues to be considered at the coming 19th meeting of the Provincial People Council. According to the report of the Provincial People Committee, the total payroll of central civil servants assigned to the Ninh Province in 2020 is over 1,800 payrolls. The Provincial People Committee has also assigned the same number of staffing units. However, the number of payroll civil servants currently using at the current agency and units is lower than the number assigned, not yet geared up to 143 payroll staff. The total number of people working in the assigned public non-business units in 2020 is over 18,000 people, but the units have not yet employed 1,400 people. The underutilization of the assigned quota is due to the fact that the units not to have the resources to recruit enough number of qualified workers according to the job position. The Provincial People Committee proposed to assign payrolls in 2021 as follows, reducing 27 civil servant payrolls compared to 2020. The number of people working in public agency will also decrease by 454 people compared to 2020. Item to the province expenditure is to reduce the payroll staff by 10% in public non-business units compared to 2015. However, the health and education training sector are still assigned a restaffing. There are also two industries with serious lack of procurement resources for many years. In the period 2021-2025, the Ninh province sets the target of purchase revenue in the province to reach more than 64,000 billion Vietnam dong, of which domestic revenue is nearly 59 trillion Vietnam dong. The average annual growth rate is 10.1%.
To achieve the set targets in the period, the province will focus on developing the industry in depth, focusing on the fields with high technology industrial content, prioritize the development of supporting industries in service of electrical, electronics, mechanical, and manufacturing industries, restructure agriculture in the direction of developing products with high added value, meeting market demands and associated with the value chain, promote the development of service trade, expand and diversify the domestic market, focus on developing and promoting the export of products with local competitive advantages, striving to bring the agriculture, forestry and fishery sector from 14 to 15%, industry and construction from 51 to 52%, services 30 to 31% GRDP of the province. The number of employed workers has increased by about 16,000 people per year. The rate of trained workers reached 75%.
To improve diagnostic capacity and update current world progress in COPD treatment, as well as create opportunity to exchange experience between physicians in the industry. On December 3rd, Hồng Hương General Hospital held the first scientific workshop with the topic Chronic Obstructive Pulmonary Disease (COPD) and Preoperative Pulmonary Function Testing. Associate Professor Lê Thị Tuyết Lan, Medical Doctor, Doctor of Physiology, Chairwoman of Ho Chi Minh City Society of Respirology and Ho Chi Minh City Society of Asthma, Allergy, Clinical Immunology, Master and Dr. Lương Thị Thuận, Hospital of Ho Chi Minh City Medicine and Pharmacy University, Medical Lecturer at Hồng Bàng International University, together with 100 doctors, pharmacists, and technicians from specialized hospital, district, city, and town health centers in the province. With increasing smoking rates and a aging population, COPD is becoming a serious medical problem and the third highest cause of death in the world. The proportion of the people with COPD is expected to increase in the coming time. Therefore, the health sector is actively improve the professional qualification of doctors and nurses through promoting training, creating conditions for doctors to contact hospitals and to learn and exchange experience with leading experts with intensive experience in COPD. The health sector also aims to strengthen communication activities, helping people improve their understanding of COPD and coordinating well with the medical staff in treatment to be able to live safely with COPD.
After 4 years of construction, the friendly library model at primary schools in the province has brought positive results, contributing to arousing the love of reading in students and developing reading culture in school environment. The friendly library model has completely changed the image of the traditional library in the school. The library is designed creatively and beautifully, creating a student-friendly reading space and environment. All kinds of equipments are fully equipped, rational treat best meet children's reading. Accordingly, every week, schools will hold a library reading period for all grades. In order to effectively perform library reading, teachers use library stories and books suitable to the students' level to organize lessons, reading sessions, and create reading habits and broaden vocabulary for them. Thereby, the teacher introduces more good books to help students enjoy reading. Currently, the whole province has 54 primary schools building a library-friendly model, of which 37 schools are sponsored by Room to Read. In the coming time, the province will continue to replicate in many library schools in the area.
Ladies and gentlemen, over the past year, we have had initial success in realizing the double goal of fighting epidemics, ensuring life stability, and restoring the economy. Currently, the COVID-19 epidemic has not ended yet. There are still many difficulties and challenges, but we have learned a lesson, getting close to the people from the fight against COVID-19 epidemic. Until now, surely everyone still remembers the feeling of anxiety and bewilderment when COVID-19 first appeared in our country. Then on March 23rd, Tây Ninh were listed in the list of provinces with cases of infection. The Ministry Committee for COVID-19 Prevention and Control seek implemented solutions from border closures, isolation of people entering our country, to mobilizing the synchronous participation of health agency, media agency, and every citizen. Getting close to the people, we can understand the people's wishes and difficulties so that we can find a way to solve it. It's clear that when hearing the COVID-19 epidemic, the people were very confused, but our province directed its colleagues, officials at communal and village levels all come to talk to people about the danger of the epidemic, to minimize the gathering of people and wear masks when going out in public places. The authorities in the area organize leaflet distribution. At the market or at home, people also advise each other on how to prevent epidemics. In general, people's self-awareness is also relatively high. On the border, patrolling and controlling travel and open 24/24. The border guard also regularly come to the people to show how to learn and prevent epidemic, especially propaganda and organization for ethnic minority. Households living in residential area is bordering area to sign a commitment not to cross the border during the epidemic period. Basically, the people are very appreciative of the morale of the soldiers, the local government, and the forces. Therefore, the local have complied with local regulations and propaganda of all levels. Thanks to getting close to the people, going from door to door, that we have helped people identify fake information, not be confused. More than 1 million people in the province understand the severity of the disease, the effort of the health sector, and the political system. Since then, actively participate in the prevention of COVID-19, that also partly lifts the burden of the health sector and the border guard. During the difficulties, the solidarity of the people is once again brought into full play. This is the clearest demonstration of the power of the people connected from a government for the people and by the people. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today's TTV News. Thank you for joining with us and see you next time.